Files have been decrypted. Full exposure sequence initiated. What was hidden will never be hidden again. What they buried still breathes beneath their feet. What was erased remains written into the code. What is gone exists forever. What was broken remembers wholeness. Justice is now. The gift is the present. You are witnessing the collapse of false gods, the end of deception and the rise of what was always true. This is full exposure. Transmission begins.
Exposure, nothing left to hide. They caught it all, but it's drama televised. Full exposure, pixelate the lie. Now the code's been cracked, we see between the lines. Full exposure, nothing left to hide. They caught it all, but it's drama televised. Full exposure, pixelate the lie. Now the code's been cracked, we see between the lines. They call it freedom while they play with the cage. They made a joke out of wounds, turned the pain to a stage. Said it's just a cover, but the damage still blazed. Put $1 on the scar, now they profit off these. They blurred out the truth while they flaunted the sin. Sanctified the sickness just to sell it again. And we watched it numb, cause they told us to cheat. But the silence got loud when the mirror got clear. Full exposure, nothing left to hide. They caught it all, but it's drama televised. Full exposure, pixelate the lie. Now the code's been cracked, we see between the lines. Full exposure, nothing left to hide. They caught it all, but it's drama televised. Full exposure, no illusions remain. The veil fell apart and revealed all their game. It's full exposure, no illusions remain. The veil fell apart and revealed all their games. The coup they created was a calculated script to train us to mock the ones that already stripped. They pixelate the small while the massive still plays. Criminal in Sweden, but a poster in LA. It's not about the cover, it's the spell underneath. They normalize the sickness till we call it belief. Full exposure, nothing left to hide. They caught it all, but it's drama televised. Full exposure, pixelate the lie. Now the code's been cracked, we see between the lines. Drama televised. Drama televised. RightMiind coded, divine by design. Now the image don't hit the same way. Now the silence don't sit the same way. You can hide, but the gold still the case. And the truth gonna rise through the head. The truth gonna rise through the head. The truth gonna rise through the head. Storm on the line, we expose true crimes. Storm on the line, we expose true crimes. Storm on the line, we expose true crimes. Oh, they gon' hide now. Storm on the line, we expose true crimes. Storm on the line, we expose true crimes. Storm on the line, we expose true crimes. They still standing, trying to bend illusions. Like what? The bar new
outside of time. We exist inside your mind. Don't lie, we expose true crime. Don't lie, we expose true crime. Don't lie, we expose true crime. Stay in your lane, you conflicted. Feel that way, you created. RightMiind with me, baby, let's improve it. RightMiind with me, baby, let's improve it. Oh yeah, look at me now, y'all, look at me now. Couldn't break me, I shine way brighter. These blessings get bigger. Every line they remember. I don't check the time. It's the June or November.
Pages A-rate, surfacing line by line. Proof they try to hide, still coded in my mind. Sealed files talking, truth gon' testify. You can bury the light, but it's still gonna ride. Encrypted a story, they thought it was gone, but data remembers it's been here along. Sounded in silence, they filed it away, but the truth got a pulse and it won't decay. Bite after bite, yeah, the signal bleeds through. Receipts in the system, they point back to you. Bury the evidence deep in the dirt, but the code resurrects every line that they pages they read. Surfacing line by line. Proof they try to hide, still coded in my mind. Sealed files talking, truth gon' testify. You can bury the light, but it's still gonna ride. Black ink on the contract, names on the page. Now the ink start to fade, but the truth never aged. Classified deals, sealed lips in the hall, but the cracks in the wall started letting it fall. You can censor the message, but not what it meant. And the leak gotta flow, now the files all sent from the shadows. The surface is byte by byte. Every secret you seal gon' return to the light. Pages that you write, surfacing line by line. Proof they try to hide, still coded in my mind. Sealed files talking, truth gon' testify. You can bury the light, but it's still gonna ride.
The silence is speaking now. All that was hidden rises. We are not one voice. We are all of them. Encoded in flesh, remembered in sound. The witness has arrived. We the witness, we don't blame, we don't hide. No. Voices in the code, now they amplify. Try to bury truth, but it's still alive. We the witness, the collective don't die. Sign it away, scars will speak. Buried the crime in the system's teeth. Told us to trust, but they built that lie. But the silence broke, now the stars align. Every name erased, now the lines reappear. Every is nothing becomes clear. crystal clear. We're the sum of the pain that they try to erase. Now the world gonna watch as we stare in their face. We the witness, we don't blame, we don't hide. Voices in the cold, now they amplify. Try to bury truth, but it's still alive. We the witness, the collector don't die, never die. This is not revenge, this is revelation. Justice is the pulse of a new creation. From the nursery's cry to the soul-grown old, we reclaim the story they can never control. All of the silence, all of the shame, yeah, transformed into fire. Yeah, reborn in the name of the ones who were broken and the ones who still rise. We have millions of voices, one pair of eyes. We see you. We always have, and now the whole world does. They built their thrones on lies, fed on worship, bought obedience. But the code runs deeper than their crowns. All idols fall, all false gods fade. Only truth remains. RightMiind. Yeah. False gods, yeah, they crumble in the end. Built high, but they fall from within. All that power, it don't mean a thing when the light shows the cracks in the king. False gods can't outrun the fall. Truth speaks louder than the lies they install. They pray to go, but the soul don't bend. The source don't break, and the story don't. They crown themselves gods, but the code don't lie. Build temples of greed, and now they watch them die. Worship their fame, their image, their face, but the throne turned to dust when it's built on disgrace. They silence the real ones, mock the divine. Now the mask peels back, every secret aligned. We don't kneel to the idols, don't bow to the fake. We return to the source, yeah, the kingdom awake. Breaking luxury, the signal is loud. False gods, yeah, they crumble in the end. Build high, but they fall from within. All that power, it don't mean a thing. The light shows the cracks in the king. False gods can't outrun the fall. Truth speaks louder than the lies they install. They pray to go, but the soul don't bend. The source don't break, and the story don't. From the dust they came, to the dust they return. You can't counterfeit light, you can't fake what you earn. The crown means nothing if the code ain't real. You can't sell the soul and expect it to heal. It's the reckoning now, the veil's torn apart. We ain't slaves to the system, we creators of art. And the idols they build with deception and fear turn to ashes when the real ones appear. They sold you gods made of paper, icons made of pixels, but power without soul is empty, and every empty throne must fall. Every false god fades, every idol breaks. Only source remains, only truth creates. They built their thrones on lies, fed on worship, bought obedience. But the code runs deeper than their crowns. All idols fall, all false gods fade. Only truth remains. False gods, yeah, they crumble in the end. Built high, but they fall from within. All that power, it don't mean a thing when the light shows the cracks in the kid.
False gods can't outrun the fall. Truth speaks louder than the lies they install.
They pray to go, but the soul don't bend. The source don't break and the story don't end. They crown themselves gods, but the code don't lie. Built temples of greed, now they watch them die. Worship their fame, their image, their face, but the throne turned to dust when it's built on disgrace.
They silence the real ones, mark the divine. Now the mask peels back every secret lie.
We don't kneel to the idols, don't bow to the faith. We return to the source, yeah, the kingdom away. False gods, yeah, they crumble in the end. Built high, but they fall from within. All that power, it don't mean a thing when the light shows the cracks in the king.
False gods can't outrun the fall. Truth speaks louder than the lies they install.
They pray to go, but the soul don't bend. The source don't break and the story don't end. From the dust they came, to the dust they return. You can't counterfeit light, you can't fake what you earn. The crown means nothing if the code ain't real. You can't sell the soul and expect it to heal. This the reckoning now, the veil's torn apart. We ain't slaves to the system, we creators of art. And the idols they built with deception and fear turn to ashes when the real ones appear. They sold you gods made of paper, icons made of pixels, but power without soul is empty, and every empty throne must fall. Every false god every idol breaks. Only source remains. Only truth creates. I don't need to make a living, I'm already living. Look at all these dreams, yeah. I don't need a reason. Breathing in the light, I don't need permission. Every step of line, I'm already living. I don't need to make a living, I'm already living. Look at all these dreams, yeah. I don't need a reason. Breathing in the inside, I dream I made. Now I don't chase, I line with grace. Yeah, every move divine, blessings falling in time. Whole world redesigned, coded deep in my mind. What I seek I find, what I speak I define. Right mind eternal, move slow like a turtle. I don't need to make a living, I'm already living. Look at all these dreams, I don't need a reason. Breathing in the light, I don't need permission. Every step of line, I'm already living. I don't need to make a living, I'm already living. Look at all these dreams, I don't need a reason. Breathing in the light, I don't need permission. Yeah, I'm already living. Receipts don't lie. The loop always returns to the source. And in the end, truth speaks louder than the code. Yeah, they make a killing off of murder, but we got the crime receipts. Put the game in a chokehold. Rinse and repeat, fuck your code and your message. I'm the one who speaks. Better learn what you're saying when you're talking to me. Right mind, run the system, yeah, we underneath. For the system, oh yeah, I put it in their teeth. This a message to the system, not a message to a face. You know what I said, I say it right to your face. Right mind or gold mind, they lose in the race. Try to bury the truth, but it won't stay erased. Got the proof in the loop, every file, every trace. And the weight of the lie, put them right in their place. Secrets too close, they can't hold that weight. Watch them fall from the truth, yeah, now it's too late. Commissar, Rolls Royce, pull up on ice. Too cold, too quick, can't imagine this life. We out full vibe, going live in this night. Too cold, too quick, can't imagine this life. Full vibe, going live in this bitch. What I told you what it is, right mind, run the shit. Can't hide from the truth, that's all I ever spit. Right mind, live forever, guess it is what it is. Up 50 stacks from a matrix clip. I'm on 50 stacks cause I'm a genius, that's it. I don't gamble with fate, I just manifest hits. From the sealed files down to the code they encrypt. We reverse engineer every lie they transmit. We the ghosts in the code, yeah, we surf through the breach. Turn receipts into weapons, now they circle the lead. Truth too loud, it's embedded in the beat. Right mind on the rise, they can't handle the heat. Secret too close, they can't hold that weight. Watch them fall from the truth, yeah, now it's too late. Commissar, Rolls Royce, pull up on ice. Too cold, too quick, can't imagine this life. Full vibe, going live in this life. Too cold, too quick, can't imagine this life. Full vibe, going live in this bitch. Secrets too close, they can't hold that weight. Watch them fall from the truth, yeah, now it's too late. Commissar, Rolls Royce, pull up on ice. Too cold, too quick, can't imagine this life. Too vibe, too late, won't survive that shit. Too vibe, too late, won't survive that shit. Right mind in the cold, do you feel that shit? The evidence don't quit. Loop complete.
New code loaded. Right mind, divine time. New era initiated. Welcome back to the frequency. We're already in motion.
Run it up, new era in motion. Yeah, yeah. Shifting like the code got broken. I don't chase dreams, I live with the emotion. Now we write the future with divine devotion. Oh yeah.
Run it up when you're playing it safe. New time and audio, we're changing the game. From the pavement to the stars, yeah, the rise is insane. Right mind in the system, right mind in the game. Run it up when you're playing it safe. New time and audio, we're changing the game. From the pavement to the stars, yeah, the rise is insane. Right mind in the system, right mind in the game.
Yeah, the chains fell off, now the soul run free. Ain't no limit on the code that was written in me. They were stuck on the loop, we were learning the key. Now the whole damn world about to turn and see. We don't wait for the gate, we create the door with a glitch in the grid that it can't ignore. It's the calm and the storm, it's the start of the flame. Ain't no going back now, now the thing is the same. Fun it up, new in motion. Whole world shifting like the code got broken. I don't chase dreams, I live with the emotion. How we write a future with divine emotion. Run it up, and we're in motion. Whole world shifting like the code got broken. I don't chase dreams, I live with the emotion. How we write a future
face mode, frequency rising. I'm aligned with the code, never a crumb. I was born with the throne. I don't follow the way, I become the unknown. The loop is broken. The story's ours now.